Alright guys, so it is me Hitman back once again with another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 gameplay, and today we are going to be doing a video on the best class setups that you can use for the M8 in Black Ops 3. Now, a little bit of an update, I will not be continuing the Road to Dark Matter series because A, I already have Dark Matter, and B, I just don't have the time to be able to do a video on every single gun, both for the best class setup series and for the Dark Matter series. I'm just going to combine them into the one. I'll be doing pretty much a tutorial on the best class setups, and that includes attachments and perks for all guns, basically kind of dividing into two sections, one on how to just get high scoring gameplays and just do well, get nice streaks, and just, I don't know, I suppose bring up your KD, and then on the flip side also do it for how to get the kind of more difficult challenges like the headshots and the long shots and all that kind of stuff to get Dark Matter, obviously to get gold and stuff like that on your guns. But basically this video I will be going over two different sets of attachment kind of combinations for the M8, one Black Ops 2 and one Black Ops 3. They're just the names I'm going to give them. I will get onto that in a second, but without further ado guys, let's get straight onto the video, and we will start off with the quote-unquote Black Ops 2 setup for the M8. Now if you played Black Ops, you might remember that the M8 was kind of a god gun, especially if you played League play. The M8, the AN94 were kind of ridiculous in those. So anyway, the M8 Black Ops 2 setup for this I'll be doing is the red dot, or you can use elo sight if you want, but for this I will be saying the red dot sight, and then you will also be using stock and quick draw. Now basically this is kind of the most overpowered thing ever. It absolutely slays. This thing is a 1 burst to the chest or the head, or a 2 to the legs, arms, etc. But basically guys, this gun is absolutely phenomenal. It slays in Black Ops 3 multiplayer. It is probably one of the best guns you can get in the game, especially with these attachments. It's insanely accurate, and it shoots actually pretty fast as well, especially if you have the trigger finger to keep up with the cycling of the bursts. But anyway guys, that's pretty much it for that one. It's absolutely amazing. It is definitely one of my favorite setups to use in the game, and it really is a nice throwback to Black Ops 2, so I actually quite like it a lot. Anyway guys, the next setup is the quote-unquote Black Ops 3 setup, which is one I tend to use more in this game. Now, Black Ops 2, the iron sights on the M8 were not great. Black Ops 3, they have kind of upgrade them a little bit. They're very similar, but I like them. They're quite different in their own specific way. For this setup we will be using again the quick draw and stock, but also this time we'll be using laser sight instead of the red dot. Granted, this will make you take up an extra slot to use a wild card for a third attachment, but is very much worth it. Now as you can see, this is actually what I'm using in this game, and it absolutely melts people. This is kind of more suited to smaller maps, kind of with more close quarters engagements, because if you can't aim in time, obviously you have the quick draw for that, but if you can't, you can then use your laser sight to basically just get your shots off without firing in close quarters combat. Usually you will hit the chest or the head with at least 2 to 3 of the shots and kill them. But anyway guys, that is pretty much it for that one. It does absolutely slay, and on maps like Combine, Redwood, and I suppose Exodus to a certain extent if you're in the buildings, it is absolutely phenomenal, and it will get you very, very high scoring gameplays. Now, the perks you want to run for these are pretty much the perks I run for everything, so it really is up to you if you want to run them. You can run something else, but this is just personally what I run. I will be running Ghost and then Scavenger and Hardwired, as well as Gung Ho. Now I don't think I've ever bought any other perk in the perk 3 slot. Like, I don't think I've ever used any other one except for Gung Ho. It's absolutely essential with everything, and then of course Scavenger and Ghost are so necessary, and lately I've been using Hardwired to kind of bypass the amount of freaking trip mines that are everywhere. I hate them so much, so I just use that so I can just run past them. It's so much easier. But yeah, I'm just gonna go do a brief overview of how to get the kind of gold on this, the more difficult kind of I suppose challenges for this. For the headshots, obviously this is the one that's going to probably take the longest. You're going to want to use the Black Ops 2 setup, which is the red dot, quick draw, and stock. For the bloodthirsties, you're going to want to use the Black Ops 3 one, which is the laser sight, quick draw, and stock. For the long shots, you're going to want to use the quick draw. Well, I suppose not really quick draw. You're going to want to use the grip, thermal, and I guess quick draw if you want to use a third one. Grip and thermal are kind of essential, and you're just going to hang at the back of the map. You can go across the map in Breach. Then you can also go on Infection. It's probably the easiest one to get that on, and then of course you just have your other ones like the 5 attachments and no attachments. Anyway guys, that is pretty much it for the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Make sure you check out some of the other videos, and as always guys, I have been Hitman. I will see you in the next video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hitman out. Together we're invincible.